Hello everybody. So through this session we'll do our next poem, that is The Tale of Custard the Dragon by Ogden Nash. Uh, However, the poem is written in the form of or in the style of ballad. Ballads actually narrates the stories of heroism and courage. However, this poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, is a humorous poem only. So we'll directly, because it's a long poem of somewhere around 14 to 15 stanzas, so directly I'll move it towards the first paragraph. It is about a lady called Belinda, and she is having pets. A mouse is there, a cat is there, dog is there, and a dragon is also there. Dragon, vegan or a dragon? Actually, it's an imaginary creature which never actually in reality does not exist. You must have heard about these Chinese dragon also, and it is said that it used to breathe out fire. So she here has a dragon also. So what is it? I'm just starting the poem. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So Belinda, the lady, she lived in a little white house. Very simple language it is. In a very small house and white colored house she used to live, and she has pets. Who are these? Which is with a little black kitten. First of all, there is a cat. Kitten is there, black colored, and she has also a grey colored mouse. Apart from that, she had a yellow colored dog and a red colored wagon, which is actually here Relio Trulio. Relio means really and Trulio means truly. It was really truly a little pet dragon. So dragon, I have already told you, it's a imaginary creature. However, in the story it is there that it used to breathe out fire. So these are four creatures or four pets she is having there in her house, little white house, and she is living with all them. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. But the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Now, so talking about the cat, this kitten was black kitten was given the name Ink by Belinda, and mouse, she used to call the mouse as Blink, and the dog, because dog was so sharp, so it was given the name Mustard, strong. And because this dragon, it was such a coward creature that she called it a Custard only. So these are the nicknames only: Ink, Blink, Mustard and Custard of her pets only, which Belinda is having. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth. Now we are just focusing on the dragon only. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth. However, it was coward, but it has big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and on the body. Top of means on the body of this dragon, it has spikes like nails, as you must have seen on the body of porcupine also. There used to be these nails kind of things only for the protection. So here also the dragon is also having nails, spikes on its body, and scales underneath. Scales means underneath means on its chest there were scales. Scales are something like shields. However, they were so strong shields only, protective shields only. Means its whole body was so strong. Mouth like a fireplace, and the mouth of this dragon, it was like a fireplace because it used to breathe out fire. And chimney for a nose, and its nose was like a chimney only from where the smoke used to come out. and really truly daggers on his toes, and really truly it has daggers, long knives on his feet for nails. At the place of nails only, it has daggers, it has long knives. So this is all about the description of the dragon. However, it is a very coward dragon. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears. Now here, uh, Ogden Nash it just has given a humorous and comical appearance description of Belinda only, because Belinda is so fat, and apart from that she used to wear that bear kind of bear skin clothes, and with that uh, fur clothes only, so she is looking like a bear herself only, and that's why he said that. And apart from that, she used to claim also that she is so brave like a bear. So she is looking like a barrel full of bears. She's so strong like bear. And Ink and Blink chase Lion down the stairs. And Ink and Blink, they also used to claim that they are also very much powerful, and that even lions used to get afraid of them, and that they used to run away after looking Ink and Blink. And then these Ink and Blink both, they used to chase lions also down the stairs, because lions are afraid of them. Now this is claimed by Ink and Blink. And who are Ink and Blink? Definitely Ink is our kitten and Blink is our grey mouse. So they used to say that they both are so strong. Apart from that, Mustard also used to claim that he is also powerful. He was brave as a tiger in rage. That he is also so much powerful as a tiger in anger. Okay, now, but if we talk about Custard, he never claims to be brave. He never says that he is brave or he is this and he is that. He used to always again and again asking his mistress for a nice safe cage. He used to request her that just please give me a nice safe cage, nice safe place where he could protect himself. So that's all about fourth paragraph. Now we shift toward the fifth paragraph. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon, and the really, truly cowardly dragon. Now Belinda tickled him. Belinda, whenever the dragon used to cry for a little safe cage, she used to tickle, she used to tease him, she used to make fun of him, and she used to make fun of him unmercifully, un so pitiless she is. She used to make fun of him always whenever he used to cry like that. She is not merciful towards the dragon, and just because of this behavior of her, Ink, Blink and Mustard also, they also used to make fun of the dragon, and they used to rudely call him Percival. However, Percival is a character in the old stories. It's a mentally somewhere retarded character actually. He Percival grows up in age, but his mind did not grow. So the name was given to, nickname was, they used to tease him by again and again calling Percival. They all sat laughing, and they all used to sat there laughing, making fun of dragon in a red wagon. Wagon used to be a cart also. They used to sit in the cart also, and they used to make fun of him. Whose fun they are making? Really, truly, a cowardly dragon. Who was a coward only? Who was a coward? The dragon only. So they used to make fun of him. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said wick, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Blink rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Now Belinda giggled. Giggled is laughing. Now this fat lady Belinda, she used to giggle, she used to laugh, and she used to laugh so much that the whole house used to shake. And Blink said wick, Blink used to say, what he used to say? Wick, which is actually, when you to say wick means, that means that he is laughing also, which is giggling for a mouse. So whenever mouse used to laugh, it used to create the sound of wick only. And Ink and Mustard rudely asked his, and they used to ask, huh, just tell me, how old are you? See, you have grown up and still you are behaving like a child only. What is the use of that? So they are just asking his age. They are just making again fun of all. They are just making fun of the Custard, the dragon, and where at the same time Custard, the dragon, he is crying, asking for a nice, safe cage. Next stanza. Suddenly they heard a nasty sound. All of a sudden, they all are making fun of dragon, and suddenly they heard a sound. Nasty sound, unpleasant sound, which is not nice. And Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meow, cried Ink, and ooh, Carida, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing up the window. Now suddenly, all of a sudden, they heard a unpleasant sound, which was not nice, and Mustard growled. Mustard, the dog, he growled, make that low sound, angry sound. And they all looked all around what this sound was. And then they found suddenly, and Meow, the Ink, cried meow only, the kitten, and Belinda also cried, oh, what's that? And for there was a pirate. Why? They saw something. Who they saw? They saw a robber. They saw a pirate, they saw a robber who was climbing up the window. So this pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. Now the robber was climbing up the window, and there was pistol in his right hand, there was pistol in his left hand, and there was a cutlass, bright cutlass in his teeth. Cutlass, a sword, was there in his teeth. His beard was black, and one leg was wood. One leg was of wood only, and it was very much clear that the pirate had not come there for doing something good. It was very much clear that he had come there for doing something mischievous, for doing there something, some crime only. So with this only, I'm just winding up the session here only. Rest of the poem we will discuss in the next session. Thank you.